Hello everyone, Josh Caro here, aka Sounding Light on Instagram. I'm starting a series of videos based on requests from my followers of tutorials on what I do. Today we're going to be talking about making simple loops in Ableton Live for live performance.
Okay, so this is a really simple way to get into using loops live for live performance. Um, just keep in mind that there are so many things you can do and it can be very complex and you can do a lot of cool things. But I always like to just do something very simple first, and a lot of ideas will come out of that. So the first thing you need to do in Ableton, we're going to use the looper. So open yourself an audio track, open up the looper. We have this here. Okay. I actually named it Guitar Loops because I'm going to show you how I composed a track called Through the Black Sky that I released on a Persona Black album a few years ago. And I'll show you that in just a sec. But the first thing we need to know about this to get started is that we want to know how much we want to record before we can start overdubbing and how the transport button works. Okay? So for now, let's just record 2 bars. So you can do as many as you want, right? And then the tempo control and song control, okay? So song control, we're going to have it on start song, okay? I'm also going to upload a looper cheat sheet that I got from Beat Lab Academy. Super, super helpful. It tells you everything you need to know about this looper. Also, if you just use the help window over here and you hover, it'll tell you what everything is, obviously in Ableton. You know this. So, but for what we're going to do now, we're going to have it start song, and then the tempo control, we're going to have it follow the song tempo. Okay? So, one click on the transport will start recording. The second will start overdubbing, okay? And then you third click, you go to play mode, right? So here, let me get my guitar. The guitar is not tuned in traditional tuning. I tuned it different for that piece. It's drop, low, B flat. So we have, and then the major 9 above, then a minor third from the fundamental. But keep in mind it's 16 to 15 in JI half step. So, yeah. And then we have the 5th, and then octave, then the major 9th. Okay. So, actually, one of the reasons that I tune it like that is because you're able to use all the harmonics that I like to use. So, second partial of all the open strings, it's all just going to be an octave higher. But the fact that the guitar is tuned in an open tuning or a modal tuning like this, you can use the harmonics melodically. So here's the third partial. So if you go between them, you have all these JI intervals. All right, so back to the looper. So all we got to do is record 2 bars. So when we press the record button, it's going to give us a count off, okay? So it's going to count in red, and you'll see, and then as soon as it's orange, it's starting record. Here it goes. Now second click. Okay. Double click fast and it'll stop it. I wanted to stop because here's what happens if you stop the loop right on the beat it kind of deadens the sound and starts it over. But if you don't do that, it gives it a little more resonance. So check it out. See how it stopped? Now you can use that for all kinds of stuff. It's not bad, but for this piece and doing things live, it's kind of best to give it that resonance so it doesn't sound like loops starting over. So let's clear it. Let's try it again, and I'm not going to press the second click until it's rung out for a minute. There we go. Let's add another line on the top. Okay, so I want to add one more line to it before I do some drum set to it, which is basically what you're going to do live. You're going to write some tracks and then you're going to play to them. But before I do that, I want this third line to be longer than what it's allowing me. So I'm going to double the length with this button here, ×2, see? And then you can do it again, and you can keep doing it. But for now, I just want it about this long. You can also make it smaller. Okay. Okay, so it might sound like it's out of tune in this guitar here, but those are the actual harmonics coming out of this JI tuning. And I kind of like that sound, it gives it a little darker sound. So if we were going to do this live, let's clear that. Okay, and I'm just going to do this live. is a very simple way to just make some loops live. Um, yeah. Thank you for joining me on this. Also, there was one more thing that I wanted to show you on this setting here. Okay? So, input, output. This is also a very important feature. I probably should have said this first, but it kind of automatically has it on always for you, which means that sound will always be coming out of the guitar. Okay? So, if you have this on always, it'll always be coming out no matter if you're playing or not. Never obviously means it'll never come out, means it'll only come out if you're recording or overdubbing, right? So it goes on. Cool. Thank you for this.